Hi everyone. How are you doing today? I hope your day is blessed. I hope your day is happy. I wanted to talk about flow and talk about love today. And I'll introduce it with some of my wonderful little stones because I love sharing my stones with you. This is my quartz, pink quartz heart. And look at that. Isn't that pretty? Hmm? It's calming, very calming to the system. Some people really love this type of quartz, and I think it's really pretty. And I'm wearing my amethyst. This goes out to you, Caroline. Okay, my soul sister of the higher universe. Here we go. And I'm wearing my agate. This is if you haven't seen my video on how my heart was miraculously healed, I sort of use this in that video. Talk about that. So I wanted to talk about fluorite. Now, I love fluorite. In fact, there's this fluorite one I wear. And whenever I wear this, I should say especially in the beginning, when I wore this fluorite crystal, it's got a rainbow in it. You can't really see from there. Pretty one. Anyway, when I first wore this and it was a little lower over my heart, my heart would race. It would go boom, boom. I even videotaped it up close because this thing was like bouncing off my chest with this energy from the fluorite. And sometimes I wear a fluorite bracelet because it gives me so much energy. And I'm a person of a lot of color. You see my paintings behind me? I use a lot of color. And Mother Nature has really taught me how to flow with her patterns. And fluorite has all these beautiful colors in it. And no matter, it's so interesting, when Mother Nature does her thing, everything flows. Everything flows. These are so amazingly beautiful. No matter what Mother Nature does, it flows. You can't do a wrong color mix with Mother Nature. Just beautiful, you know? And I'll even use this. This to me reminds me of those, this is jasper, see? It reminds me of one of those beautiful Japanese paintings, the watercolor paintings. And we've got another one here. Would you see that? I used this in another video on my love for jaspers. But I began to really, really appreciate what Mother Earth, in the infinite spirit, as it, manifests itself through Mother Earth, what I began to learn. And it has actually influenced some of my work, and I can show you that later. But I want to talk about this thing about flow and love. Sometimes I'll be at the store, and isn't that pretty? Sometimes I'll be at the store, and someone will comment, "Ooh, I like that," or "Oh, is that abalone?" Or they comment on something, and then we open up this amazing spontaneous conversation. And what's really interesting is I've met people right on the cuff. I could be at Costco and I'll meet someone and suddenly the whole life story breaks out. And within seconds, man, we're down into the real stuff of life. And my husband always laughs. He shakes his head. He goes, "Man, you just pick up conversations with anyone." I said, "Yeah, it's about flow." And I'm usually the bubbly one, and we go to the store, or I could be anywhere, and I just radiate to reach out to people. Now, I used to do this so much so because I didn't understand about modifying my radiation. It used to constantly be on in all portals, in all dimensions, and this opened a lot of stuff. So I had to learn as a spirit being human, to close off certain portals and only open others to share, okay, for the positive good. Anyway, fluorite has these beautiful patterns in it, and you get all these different colors integrated and working together. Isn't that pretty? There's a lot of greens and blues. And that's kind of how we should be as beings. You know, I'm thinking if we all work together, pull together, we're all different in our own expression. This fluorite is different from this fluorite. And within these two fluorites are other variations of a fluorite expression. So we are part of this human race, and we all have within us the soul and the crystal clear spirit. And we all have the diversity of our variety. But in the inner being, the inner higher consciousness, we're all spirit beings. And so some of us have been here longer than others. Some are here for one trip. Some are here for many, many trips. But I think if you get onto that love level with people, doesn't matter, you know, who they are. I've struck up conversations with anybody and everybody from all. I don't have any boundaries with conversation. And I think that's a healthy way to be. I would say, of course, you don't pick up conversation with people that are dangerous, but I think you know where I'm going with this. Anyway, flow is what it's about. In that energy flow, you can mix with a person so quickly and have a brief exchange of conversation on a spontaneous cuff, and then you both walk away going, wow, I just shared something really interesting. Or I didn't know that person did that. That's the same thing that happened with me. Usually there's these coincidences, and I wouldn't call them coincidences. I would say they're synchronicities or pattern overlays is what made two people bump into each other. It's like atoms, you know, you get the two different atoms and they go, whoop. They do that little energy exchange, they bounce off each other. That's kind of what we're doing, you know. So the idea is to flow and to love. To me, you know, spreading that love to people, even if it's just a little bit of love, you know. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Look how we can shine, okay? When I smile, see, I can smile to other people smile back. I have smiled at people and they look at me like they're in another world and their faces are very heavy, like they're inside this trap and they don't even radiate out their light. So, you know, everybody's in their own paradigm, but it doesn't stop me. So I smile, you know, be nice and move on my way. Doesn't hurt. I had a relative who unfortunately has passed away, but he was a really interesting character, and he was all bristly and rude and obnoxious on the outside, but inside he had a golden heart, and he was an amazing man. He passed away earlier than his time, but I saw that in him, and a lot of people had a hard time dealing with this exterior bristly type of guy, this rude and obnoxious, but on the interior, and he was always really, really nice to me in his own way. I could look past some of his jokes, but in the interior, he was a really good person, and I saw this in him. And so if we try to see the good in people, we will attract that very goodness. If we look at people and notice all their badness, believe me, that bad energy comes right back at you. So it is a wiser path to me, in my own personal experience, to notice the good things about people. And if that's all you have, is that little bit, that's a start. You know, some people say, I can't do this, I can't do that. I try this and I can't do this and I can't do that. And I say, well, what do you have right now in hand? What is the one thing you have, even if it's this big, what is the one thing you have right now to work with? If it's a shovel, a tiny little shovel, is that all you have? That's where you start. If you have just that one little spark of goodness, one little spark of something, one little spark of optimism, one little spark of hope, whatever it is, that's where you start. And you don't look at the other things that seem so overwhelming, because the more energy you put into the negative what ifs or the negative ideas or your belief system radiates out these negative things, that's what you're going to attract, and that becomes your whole universe. You know, you don't want that. So start where you're at. And if you smile a little bit to someone and they don't smile back, that's okay. if you smile and someone else smiles, or you stand, I talk to people in line all the time at the store and make a joke, and then we start talking, and then we both smile and laugh, and that was a good thing. So I would say, you know, brighten your own day up, and then you can brighten someone else's day up, and share your love and share your joy. I share my stones. You know, people go, ooh, oh, and I go, oh yeah, you think that one looks good? Look at this, and I'll pop out my stones, and then we start talking, and then, oh yeah, well I blah blah blah, and you know, you start sharing, and pretty soon everybody feels good, and that's the radiation of your inner love being sparked, being fired up, and then it just explodes out to you and to other people, and then we're bringing that love. We are that love. We are the vibration of love, and then we spread it out. And that's kind of what the journey is. We're not really looking for love. We're actually exploring and examining and looking for things to spark, to inspire the love that's already in here. And that's the secret. It's already here. So I hope when you communicate with other people and you smile and you have a good day and you spread that to other people, it's not hard to do. Okay? Your smile can light up a whole room. So I know some of my videos I wasn't smiling because you guys don't know that I'm up to 2 o'clock in the morning painting my house, and I look like I'm really tired, but you know, that's not where I am today. Today I feel pretty good, but I have to get back to painting soon. But anyway, love you all. Again, my thanks goes to Caroline Jalongo. I can't help it when I make a video, I think of her. Do Better for Yourself Coach. She's on YouTube. That's her channel. But anyway, she's really helped me come out of my shell. And she says the things I have to share, and as we move on into understanding more and more, she has helped me. She says, you got to share this. So that's what I'm doing. Anyway, love you all. Be sure to, you know, leave something down below, and I'll try to respond. I usually do. And I love you, and take care, and have your blessed, most wonderful day.